Hey guys, it's Ryan from RNA Music. Got another video for you. This is from our Fall Festival performance with our students, which was on October 11th, so about 2 weeks ago. We do this every year for the city of Canton. There's a big fall festival, so the whole downtown square, they block it off and they have vendors and they have live music and food, and it's just, a celebration of fall, finally. Of course, it was, 87 degrees, and the stage that we perform with our kids on is usually covered with like some screen things, and this year apparently they got ripped off by storms, and so we were in direct sunlight the whole time, which was not super awesome. It got really hot. Our equipment was starting to malfunction. Our piano the covering started kind of bubbling up. You'll see that maybe on the piano. Couldn't read the guitar tuners because the direct sunlight was so stinking bright. So I had clip-on tuners, couldn't read them. I had tuners on my pedal board, couldn't read it, it's too bright. So that's an interesting thing that you run into. Anyways, so a lot of our kiddos played. We had some kids play their little piano pieces. We have some beginning piano students. We had some students do some vocal stuff. A lot of times Angela will have them sing to a track, kind of like a karaoke style. You can find a track where there's just no vocals and they're singing along, and of course you can find it in the key that's for the right key for the singer's vocal range. I don't think I have any clips of videos of that, but some of our drum kids played drum set to tracks, and sometimes I would play with them, accompaniment. I've got a couple of clips of a few of my guitar students. We kind of did the same thing. We found a track to the song where it's drums, bass, vocal, no guitars. So it's kind of like karaoke for guitar. You can find songs where they take the guitar out and they leave everything else. And so that's kind of nice. So we did that this time. Usually we like to get the kiddos in a little band. We'll have a drummer and a bass player and a singer. We do it like a live band thing. That's what we do almost every year. This year we were crunched for time, and it's a lot of the kiddos are in high school football, high school band, which is marching season, contest season. So getting everybody's schedules together to have band practices just didn't really work out this fall. And plus I've been struggling with knee and foot injuries, and so it's been difficult for me too. But so we found some tracks. This was the quick and easy solution for the guitar students. We're gonna play the tracks. A couple of them you'll see me playing on stage with them. A little of it's like a security blanket. They don't want to be on stage by themselves necessarily in front of a live audience. And then some of it's, I'm going to play the rhythm guitar part while the student plays the guitar solo. Or if it's a song, where I have a student who's playing the rhythm guitar part and I'll play the solo. So it's usually kind of like moral support. But we got a couple of clips of that. And then after that was over, that day started early. It was like 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning. We're loading up all the equipment at RNA Music into the cars and then driving to downtown, unloading the equipment, moving it, and waiting because we had to wait. We didn't go on until noon, so we started setting up our equipment on the stage at noon and did all of our performances with our kids. Got done about 3:30, and then had to start tearing down the equipment and carrying it to the car and all that kind of stuff. And of course, by the end of that, when we were packing up equipment, my knee gave out on me and I was kind of useless at the very end of it, which was not fun. But thankfully our son Aiden was there, and we had some of our former students popped by with their parents, and they helped us carry some of the heavy stuff to the truck, so that was super nice. And after that I drove to Granbury, Texas, which is 2 hours and 10 minutes away from Canton, to go watch my friends from Colorado come in with their ZZ Top tribute band. And they made the trip from Denver, Colorado to Granbury, Texas to perform 2 days. They had 3 shows, I think, in 2 days at the Granbury Theatre, which is a very cool small theater. The seating, it's like 2-story, like a theater. There's an upper deck, lower deck. Anyways, so I drove to see them. They've been very nice to me and helpful as I was working on a ZZ Top tribute band for the last 1.5 to 2 years. And so they've been a great resource of information and music and booking and all that kind of stuff. So I'll give you an update later on with my ZZ Top thing and the progress on that. But it was very nice to see them. They're super great. But yeah, so here we go. I'm gonna show you those videos. There's some pictures. I may do some voiceover on the picture part, and I'll see you in a little bit. had an intermission between sets, and so they go out, take pictures. This is me and Mike, the bass player, holding his fuzzy bass. It's my friend Christopher, who's my drummer. The rest of the guys in the band. It was pretty cool.
Something about a chicken restaurant, I don't know.
During LaGrange, they got up and walked around in the audience. This is I thought this was a cool picture of Don. He's the Billy Gibbons of the band. That just was a cool shot. There's Mike walking around. They had wireless guitar packs and inner monitors, of course, so they could kind of roam around. This was pretty fun. After the show, I got a picture of Don's pedal board. Of course, you have to do that as a guitar player. Look at pedal boards. He's using, I think, Bogner Shiva amps is his main amp. But yeah, that's his pedal board. After the show, we walked down the street to a little pub, beer place where they wanted to have a drink afterwards. I had a Coke Zero.
They had some specialty beers. That's the gentleman sitting right next to me is the owner of that pub, and so we were just talking for about another hour or so after the show, hanging out. It was really great to talk to the guys and have some time just to talk about music. That's a light in that pub. It's made of drum shells. It was me and the drummer. we were like checking that out. We're like, man, that's pretty rad. So we hung out for a little bit longer afterwards. They having a few drinks and just talking. So it was pretty nice hang time afterwards.
So that was a pretty long day. I drove back. I think I got home about 2 a.m. So that day started for me at about 7:30 in the morning, and then it ended about 2 a.m. the next day, technically. So that was a long stinking day. So it was a really full day of music, lots of sweating, and pain, and having trouble walking. But you know, the nice thing about the theater in Granbury was it's seating. There's no standing room, so there's not like a mosh pit. It's a theater where they put on plays and things and musical performances. So it was nice to be able to sit for the last big chunk of the music, because my knee was just killing me. But it was a great show. It was really nice hanging out with the guys afterwards, and we, like I said, we walked down the street, and I mean, we sat there for about another hour and a half just talking music business, booking stuff. They were talking to the owner of the pub there, and talking about when they book bands, what they look for, and the finances of it. It was really interesting stuff. His name was Don as well, actually, but it was pretty neat. He's a former accountant, but now he owns a craft beer lounge, pub, bar, I guess. But it was interesting to talk about selling tickets and how many people you have to come into a room to pay a band, right? Like how much beer you have to sell to make enough profit to make it worth paying a band to come in. So it's pretty interesting stuff. But anyways, it's a long day, super long day. I wish I had more footage of our students, but you know, obviously being on stage and doing the work, I don't always have a camera set up. So I'm kind of reliant on people to send me video clips, but all right. Anyways, that was our October 11th super long day of music. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep the music alive. Don't forget it. Marshall wants you to keep it alive. Hetfield wants you to keep it alive too. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.